Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 3 a.m. in the Party podcast. And this is episode 16, right?
15.
I thought last week was 15. Whatever. It might be 15.
I think it's 15.
15. And if it's not 15, then guess what? It's 16. This is the dad's episode. Now, I've been excited for this one. Sorry, moms. Sorry. Don't mean to, break your hearts and stuff, but I've been more excited for the dad's episode because it's going to be so interesting to see Uncle Joey in this setting.
I thought I'd never see it.
I didn't think we would either. You know how many times he told me, what are you on about? I'm not doing this. What are you, stupid?
Dude,
what am I, gay? I'm not doing the podcast.
Last week, I was like, oh, are you ready for next week, the dad's episode? And he was like, what the f*** are you talking about?
Yeah, bro, I'm not doing that. You're like, what am I, gay? I'm not going to do a podcast. Well, you listen to podcasts. Is that gay? He listens to Rogan. Rogan's not gay.
He's Uncle Joe Rogan.
Uncle Joe Rogan.
Oh, that's cute. That's what we'll call the podcast.
Can it be Joe and Jeff Rogan? Oh, that makes him sound gay,
Jeff
though.
Rogan. I fully expected this to go I fully expect this to go in a very Joe Rogan-esque type of podcast. I don't know why. I just feel like that's going to be the case. Stories are going to be flying. We're going to be talking about some weird things.
I have a feeling he's not going to say anything.
He's going to sit here and stare.
I hope that's not the case.
There's a slight thing like in the back of my head, like he's just going to sit there with his arms crossed and he's going to go, all right, got to go do the chicken wings.
Nah, we're going to debrief him before we start. When we pull him down and be like, yo, you got to speak.
He's something. He's something.
We'll prompt him. We'll start getting into the stories.
I know. Once we get into some crazy stories, he's gonna have no choice.
The only thing that would make this more Joe Rogan is if we made this the Weedcast.
Oh yeah.
Dad's episode of Weedcast, Hotboxing Joey's room. But anyway, Jurassic World was dog. It was nothing worse than a bad movie.
Right, before you get into it, did it at least look good with like the dinosaurs and the CGI and all that crazy stuff?
It looked cool.
I feel like they always look good. It's just
even Jurassic Park back in the day looked good.
That's true.
I mean, it was a very
because those were real dinosaurs.
Of course.
Yeah, it was crustaceans and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I also found out today that pterosaurs are not actually that big. Like pterodactyls and all of that, the flying ones, they're not that big. You know what they're the size of? Turkeys or poodles. Either of the two.
Yeah, but you see the turkeys over the weekend? If that thing was a dinosaur and flew at me, I'm still terrified.
Yeah, but they're not like huge like that.
Yeah, they're not like 10
or like
feet
the size
monsters.
of a poodle. And that's tough because it's a bird. That's kind of scary.
It's like the Brooklyn Nine episode.
Imagine a pigeon the size of a full-grown poodle.
I can't even imagine a pigeon in real life, bro. They're not real.
Nah, birds aren't real in general.
Imagine the government pigeon the size of a full-grown poodle is flying at you screaming.
You know what's crazy? I've never seen a pigeon in Rhode Island, but I was in New York, and bro, they are.
You've never seen a pigeon in Rhode Island?
Probably not. Not one that I can remember and be like, yo, that was a pigeon.
They're always on there.
But like, I go to New York, and I was like, holy hell, this is Pigeon Central.
Actually,
pigeons and rats
that
everywhere
bridge,
in New York. The pedestrian bridge.
Yeah,
there's pigeons all over.
Right under there.
The pedestrian bridge mad time. I never see pigeons.
Right under it.
I think they're just birds, and you're confused because you're colorblind.
They're pigeons. They're definitely pigeons. they're gray doves.
Yeah. I don't know. Pigeons definitely are fake. I believe the birds are real, but pigeons as a whole are definitely a made-up species.
Yeah.
There's no way they're not plants. Not like plants as in like greenery, but like government.
Planted by the government.
They're
government drones, all of them.
But yeah, I mean, the movie looked cool. The dinosaurs are always dope. But like, it comes to a point where it's like, bro, there's like 6 Jurassic Park movies. Mm-hmm. They're all the same dinosaur. And they're always like, this is a new one. And then it's the exact same one that we've seen 5 other times, except this one's got either wings or like flaps on its head. And I'm like,
yeah. Well, the last one, they were making dinosaur monsters or something. The one before this one.
Yeah. Well, they weren't like, they were like crossbreeding dinosaurs and stuff like that.
Which is always a good idea.
That was cool. The movie was kind of mid, the last movie. But they had some cool parts in it. And this movie, it had so much potential. and I said this before we started the pod, I have no problem talking about this movie and spoiling it and whatever, because there's nothing to spoil in this movie. It's a movie about dinosaurs. What do you mean? It's all fake dinosaurs. What am I going to spoil? Oh, no, they're not real.
The dinosaurs eventually die.
One of the dinosaurs dies. Like,
one of them eats one of the people.
Yeah, people get their heads eaten. Oh, no. Like, bro. But anyway, I mean, the concept was dope. They had so much room to work with this. Like, same thing with Doctor Strange. They had a really good idea, and they had a really, really big possibility to make it something really cool. And they just really messed it up. Like, you get Goldblum back, and whoever plays, what's his name? And then you get the other girl.
The doctor.
Yeah, what's his name? Dr. something. Alec. No.
Doctor old guy with a cane.
Yep. Perfect.
No, not him.
Oh. Who are you talking about?
The old guy is not the one with the cane.
Yeah, he is.
The one that's in the movie?
Yeah.
No, you're bald.
The original ones. He's the director of the park. He has the cane.
Yeah, but he's not in this one.
He was in the end of the second one, wasn't he?
I
At the
don't
end of
know.
Jurassic World?
Maybe, but not.
They,
I'm talking
teased
about
him. Oh,
this
well,
movie.
I didn't watch this one because I don't like Jurassic World.
Well,
So
but I'm talking
I have
about
no
this
interest
one.
in watching it.
Alan Grant, that's his name. Ooh, that came to me. So yeah, you got Grant, you got Malcolm, who's Goldblum, and then the chick. So you got all the original cast back from like the first movies. And you're like, whoa, this is dope. Now it's like boom meeting boom, and it's crossover and boom, boom, boom. And then it just falls flat on its face. Except Jeff Goldblum is hilarious, as always. He's so funny in this movie. He basically saves the whole movie. And then there's this one, like the last 30 minutes of the movie, there's like a couple cool scenes, and this really dope scene where the dinosaurs are fighting. And you're like, wow, if this whole movie was this, it'd be a sick movie. But it's just not worth the 2-hour lead up to a cool 30-minute ending. It just stunk.
I mean, that's basically every Fast and Furious
That's what I was
movie,
about
too.
to say. It's exactly like
yeah,
Fast
and the Fast and Furious movies stink.
Yeah.
They're all bad except for the first one.
The first
4.
3 or 4?
Yeah, the first 4 are good.
Including Tokyo Drift.
You like?
Maybe the first 5.
I did.
I like Fast 5.
You like Too Fast, Too Furious?
No,
Okay.
I take that back. 1,
Okay, cool.
1, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, I mean the Fast
They
and
should have
Furious
stopped
movies are
at
not
5.
good.
Yes,
They probably should have stopped at 4. If we're going to be totally honest, they didn't need to make 5.
Yeah.
And then now Vin Diesel and The Rock are on bad terms because Vin Diesel was like, Dwayne, come back. It's family.
He's
Yeah.
a
The
lunatic.
Rock was
that's
like,
why.
Paul Walker would have wanted you to
Yeah,
come
bro.
back.
And Dwayne was like, no.
Did you talk to
are
him? Did you talk to
weird.
him? What do you mean?
Yeah,
Stop
one,
using this dead guy to
Right?
bring me back.
it's like the situation that we were talking about the other day in the car. That's happened to you in your real life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Literally the same thing. Vin Diesel is gaslighting Dwayne Johnson to get him back into the movie. And it's just so dumb. One, Vin Diesel, I guess, was a pain in the ass to work with on set.
Yep.
He's awful. He's a drama queen. And 2, he's a weirdo. He's a weirdo. How do you act that way? Have you seen his Instagram?
No,
No,
I don't follow Vin Diesel
Neither
at
do
all.
I, but I see the videos and stuff when they get posted places and all that. His Instagram videos are weird, man.
I saw one of his tweets once.
He's a weird dude.
And he got mad that The Rock had that spin-off.
Yeah, that's what started it.
And he got nothing.
Yeah.
He wasn't in it.
I know.
Need nothing.
Well, it's because Vin Diesel was the star, then The Rock came in, and they're like, "Oh, The Rock."
'Cause
Everyone
he
likes The
thinks-
Rock
We
better.
like The Rock better.
Yeah, so let's do a spin-off with The Rock's character.
Yeah.
Screw Vin
Because
Diesel.
Vin Diesel thinks that he created it, so he's...
Vin Diesel's only good movie is The Pacifier.
Okay.
Have you seen
I mean,
that?
I can't say.
I liked
otherwise.
Triple X.
I've never seen it.
I
so
haven't
don't
seen
know.
that one either.
But have you seen The Pacifier?
Huh?
Have you seen The Pacifier?
No.
He's a babysitter.
Oh, I have seen that,
The
yeah.
movie's so good. I love that movie so much. It's such a good movie.
But he's at the point where he doesn't have to work anymore. But he's
No, he already
still
got
doing
fat.
It.
He already got fat and came out as gay.
Just
Just
stop.
retire, please.
But a lot of them do. A lot of them get fat
Are
like
they
that
at,
in their off
are
season.
they at 12 now? There's 12 Fast and or 13.
This is
I don't know.
Fast 12, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Ridiculous.
I stopped after.
Bro, it's
6.
bad because they stopped naming them Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
They just call them Fast now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so old, they're no longer furious.
They're just fast.
Like me and my parents will watch it because we'll make fun of it the whole time, but we couldn't even get like 30 minutes into this one.
I haven't seen anything past 7.
I don't know which one it is, if it was 6 or 7, but in the movie trailers, they jumped a car from one skyscraper to the next.
That one's 9. That's Fast 9.
Okay, I saw that and I said, this should not be a movie anymore. It's pure
this is
ridiculous.
It was
Are
like,
you in space?
Yeah,
That's
it
what
was like the
the
towers in
worst.
Dubai.
Yeah, bro,
and
relax.
they were driving from one skyscraper to the
It's
other.
like if in like a movie like Divergent or something, or like The Hunger Games, when you're like jumping from like a really big gap in building to building, and you're almost jumping across a canyon. I kind of get it because you're like basically a superhuman.
Yeah.
Like they kind of make you out to basically be superhumans. So it's like, all right, whatever. Like I get that. But you're not superhumans. You're just guys that like to drive cars.
Yeah, that's where it loses me, because the first few movies, especially Tokyo Drift, was based in loose reality. Like, okay, I can see people doing that.
You're just driving really fast and super reckless and doing really cool stuff.
Yeah, now they're fighting mobs and countries.
Agents for the government right now. Like, that's their whole thing.
Bro.
They
That
should all be
drive
arrested.
cars.
They drive cars illegally.
Oh, you guys drive cars?
Yeah.
Work for us,
This
the
new
FBI.
movie started with one of the government agents calling Dom and being like, hey, we need you guys to come back.
You could have been, and you might as well.
I wasn't in this movie.
You were.
Was I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who plays me?
Vin Diesel.
Oh, no! Oh, no! But yeah, I mean, it's so funny, too, because all 3 Jurassic Worlds, I think, have had the exact same ending.
Mm-hmm. It's always about a dinosaur escaping.
No. Like, what happens is, like, they go to the park and then dinosaurs happen and it's like, oh my god. And then they have to, like, fight through the dinosaurs to get off the island. And then as they get helicoptered off the island, you see the dinosaurs. In every single Jurassic Park movie, they're always helicoptered off the island, and the dinosaurs are always fighting. I think if you looked at the last 5 minutes of every Jurassic Park movie, they're all like literally the same.
Copy and paste.
Like I got legitimate deja vu watching the end of the 3rd one, and I was like, "What? Didn't I see this in the 2nd one and the 1st one?"
It's not even the ending though. It's always the same plot.
Were they still surprised by the dinosaurs?
Yeah, always.
By the 3rd movie, you should be like, "Hey, I've seen this before."
I know. Yeah, Alan Grant, who's like kind of British, like what big dinosaurs come out, and he's like, "Nobody move." Whoa, that's a dinosaur. Like, okay.
Yeah, they're scared.
You've been dealing with this for 2 movies.
You like invented these or something. You like study them for a living. You're like, this is Gigantosaurus. Please, nobody make any sudden movements. It's like, bro, okay. What am I gonna do? Run at him? Jump in his mouth?
Go kick him in the balls.
Yeah, let me just kick him. There's this one really cool scene where Jeff Goldblum's like holding like basically a flamethrower and he's going, yeah, and he's just shaking it around trying to lure the dinosaur and he just spears it into the dinosaur's mouth. And the dinosaur starts breathing fire. It's like, oh my god, what? This isn't even a movie anymore.
It's a dragon.
Bro, it was so funny, but it was a cool scene, but it's just so ridiculous.
I love movies like that where like they've been dealing with the same thing for movies. One little thing changes and it's like it's a brand new thing.
I know. It's the same plot. They build a new park for the 8th time and it doesn't work again. Something's corrupt. Someone's trying to do something they're not supposed to. Dinosaur escapes. Dinosaur somehow has all the other dinosaurs escape. Kids get into danger.
But there's probably one new dinosaur, and that messes them up. Yeah. They don't know how to deal with the one new dinosaur.
And the thing is, like, it's like in movies like this, they suck because it's like you see all these dinosaurs, and they're like going after like the main guys, and you're like, oh my god, they're definitely not gonna get eaten here because this is the main guy. Like at least in some movies, you're like, this guy might actually die, or like something could happen to him, whatever. He might like come back later or something, or like. He's in prison, but he gets out of prison at the end of the movie and kills mad people. Like, something's, like, there's always a twist somehow in somewhat predictable movies. This is very much like, a dinosaur's after Chris Pratt. Wonder what's going to happen.
Is he going to survive?
Chris
Probably.
Pratt escapes and tases a dinosaur in the neck.
That works.
Sure. Like,
does he do that?
Well, he escapes from a dinosaur, and the chick that's with him tases a dinosaur.
So he didn't even get to tase the dinosaur.
Nobody did escape. And there's in the trailer, there's the scene of him falling through the ice. There's the underwater dinosaur, and the dinosaurs
Oh
like
yeah,
swimming right at
that's
him.
the new dinosaur, right?
Yeah, it's one of them. So
Underwater Saurus.
yeah, what do you think happens? You think he gets eaten by the dinosaur?
Hopefully.
No, he
I
gets.
think he outswims the
He
dinosaur.
he somehow.
Wait, let me
gets-
jump in the same hole. I'll swim them.
Bro, the dinosaur's like going up, and then he gets pulled, like going towards him, and he gets pulled upwards out of the hole. You don't think the dinosaur's just gonna go like this, whoop, and then just jump up through the hole in the ice and eat his entire body?
I don't see why the dinosaur would have to go under the water in the first place.
It's an underwater dinosaur.
Okay.
Why
Scuba
are the
dinosaur.
dinosaurs trying to eat humans?
Because they're dinosaurs.
Yeah, but
They're predatory beings.
yeah, but how do they know?
If it,
I know,
it's
right?
they're carnivores. They can smell the meat.
Yeah, but even the non-carnivore
They don't.
dinosaurs are trying to eat them.
No.
Really?
If you notice in like all of the movies, like the Stegosaurus and like the ones like that are all very nice.
They're just chilling.
They're all no, like legitimately, they're all very nice.
Isn't a pterodactyl? Is the pterodactyl a carnivore?
I don't know. It definitely eats out of trees. But I don't know if it's.
I don't know. I think it's like
Strictly
a
a herbivore.
hybrid. But I also think like in the first one when they were like being picked out of the sky, they weren't even eating them. They were just picking them up and throwing them back on the ground. Like birds that don't eat animals do that all the time with animals.
Yeah.
They just go pick them up and throw them somewhere because it's fun. You know?
Or I think it's like a hawk thing, or like hawks sometimes like pick up turtles and drop them to
Yeah.
break
Oh,
their
I've
shell.
seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's something like that, which is crazy, by the way.
Yeah, it's
Hawks are
nuts.
wild.
Yeah, hawks are ridiculous. I'd be more. Imagine a hawk the size of a full-grown poodle coming after you.
They are already that size.
I'm giving up.
They're pretty big.
They're
Yeah.
already that size. Poodles are not big.
They're
dogs.
about the
What
size
about
of
the
like,
tall poodles?
Those are mixed. Those
Oh.
are mixed bred poodles.
yeah. Those they're about the
They're-
size.
those
of
are
like,
labradoodles.
Oh.
Poodles are like probably a little bigger than moose.
Like the lap dogs?
Yeah,
Oh.
they're probably a little
about the
bigger
size
than
of
moose.
Odie. Odie's a poodle.
Yeah, maybe a little
I mean,
bigger.
Odie
than
started flying at me. I'm still terrified.
But that's the size of a hawk. Vultures are 3 of Odie.
Imagine a hawk the size of cannoli.
That's
Oh,
basically.
I'd kill
It's a
myself. I'd kill
vulture.
myself for this to me.
And he weighs that much and he's that stocky.
Oof.
He just looks like Uncle Joey, but he's a hawk.
when he flies, he's like bouncing.
Or like a
up and down.
bald eagle built like Uncle Joey. That's
Oh,
Auntie Michelle's
man.
like biggest turn on. Bald and buff, and somehow can fly. That sounds perfect for Auntie Michelle.
That's terrible. So I don't have to see Jurassic World. I can skip
No,
it.
I honestly would not suggest it. There's a couple funny scenes with Jeff Goldblum. It's one of those things where it's like if you don't have anything to watch and it's already on streaming services, like it'll be on like Paramount or HBO Max, something like that.
Yeah.
If you have nothing to watch and it's like on there, you'll be like, I'll throw it on.
How was the theater? Did you like it?
Yeah, I loved it.
Did it do like the before the movie started, like showing you how the Dolby Atmos
Oh,
sound is?
wait, I didn't go to Apple. And
What?
No, yeah, we couldn't go to Apple. They didn't have enough seats
Ah,
because we had 7 people. They didn't have 7 seats in a row,
that was whack.
so I didn't get to do that. But the next movie, when we go see Thor,
Thor
should
or
go-
when does Bullet Train come out?
ooh, Bullet Train. I don't know. I don't know if you want to see it.
What,
Bullet Train?
Yeah, I'll see it.
But I know me
I've
and
been
Will have
seeing
both
it.
expressed interest in it. When that comes out, we'll go.
I think Thor comes out before Bullet Train. Thor's like
Next
in
month.
2 weeks. July.
Already?
July
June-
8th.
June-
July 8th?
I thought it was July 3rd.
Something like that.
What's June 22nd? When it comes out then?
You mean
A new show? New Disney Plus show? Maybe something like that. Something drops in the end of June. It's like 1 week where it's supposed to be huge for Disney Plus.
Thor's definitely July 8th.
I know
July
Miss
3rd is
Miss
Sunday.
Marvel's already out.
I know that.
I don't think they have anything else coming out on Disney Plus. Other than even the Star Wars stuff I think are all out.
Yeah, I don't know.
My boy at work was telling me there's something. Yep, Obi-Wan. Oh, that Obi-Wan Kenobi show.
Did I tell you I finished
It's already
Moon Knight?
come out.
What'd you finish?
Moon Knight?
Did you?
Yeah.
You like it?
I liked it, but I don't like how they left the ending.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Kinda
you
like
saw
a Inception kind of thing. Like what was real, what wasn't.
yeah. Well, they're gonna pick up season 2 because they don't care about the shortest season.
Good, they
shortest
shouldn't.
series award anymore.
Wait a second. Oh wait, this isn't the movie. Oh, Love Victor. Ooh. Wow, there's a lot of things that are coming to Disney Plus, but they're all like already movies.
Have you been watching Obi-Wan?
I watched the first 3 episodes.
Oh, so okay. I haven't watched any of them yet.
Oh,
It's okay.
I heard it was good.
It's Doctor Strange that's coming onto Disney Plus,
Oh.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then something else.
Movie
but I don't
night.
know what it is.
Movie night, Doctor Strange movie night.
Yeah, I'd rather kill myself than watch that movie again. Although I feel like honestly, if I watch
I
it a
would watch
second
it
time,
again.
if I watch it a second time, I think I'll enjoy it more.
Yeah, because my hopes will be down.
Exactly, my expectations are so
Yeah.
low. I'd be like, actually, this was a good movie, and then I'll start telling people that it's good the second time, and
Yeah.
people will be like, no,
You're an
still yeah.
Because I went with lowered expectations because you guys told me
Yeah.
to manage my expectations.
You enjoyed
Like I
it.
said, I gave it like a 7. I know
Yeah.
you guys gave it lower than that, but
I feel
I
like
gave it a 5.
it's
I
the
give it
same
a
thing
7.
like Uncharted was for me. Because I went into Uncharted knowing that was going to be a
I
bad
still
movie.
haven't seen
I
it.
was gonna say I still haven't seen it.
I
But
think
I've
it's
heard-
out now on HBO Max.
It is. My boy DJ, the guy that told me about the Disney Plus stuff, he really enjoyed the Uncharted movie. Thought it was really good. He played all the games. He said that there were like really cool moments where like they're like in the movie where they're doing stuff and you're like, I remember
Yeah,
playing
that's why
this.
it's a fun movie.
Yeah. So like he thought it was a really good movie, but I guess you're like a movie guy and you do the whole you took classes or whatever, it's gonna stink. But like to someone that's not a movie douchebag, it's probably a good movie.
I'm like studying the camera angles.
Yeah. Oh,
That panning was terrible.
Yeah, they filmed this from C shot.
The white balance is off.
Yeah, like
See, and my
So
thing,
good.
I haven't watched that for the same reason I'm not gonna watch the Halo show. I played all the Halo
I
games
heard the
and
Halo
I
show
like
was
it.
good though.
nope.
I heard it was
Nope.
good for people who haven't played Halo. All the people
Oh,
who played
I
Halo
don't
says
care
it's a waste of time
But
because
you
they
wanna
show
know
his
why?
face.
Yeah, that's why. Because Master Chief takes off his helmet.
Yeah.
You know how ridiculous that is from
Does
Master
he have sex with someone? I remember
I don't
hearing
know.
something about
I don't
him having
know.
sex.
But Master Chief takes off his helmet and he's sexy. He's not. I don't know if he's sexy, but you know why Master Chief always wears the helmet?
Because he's ugly.
He's ugly. That
He's
man's all
super scarred up, all that
jacked
stuff.
up.
It's basically remember how like the Mandalorian took his helmet off and it was like the dude with the nice hair and the
Yeah.
beard. It's basically that. Except I don't think he has a nice hair and a beard. He might just be a bald guy.
Yeah.
But like still, no cuts, no scratches, no nothing. He's
Yeah.
like a mildly attractive, probably middle-aged man.
They always said that that's like the lore. Like he doesn't take his helmet
Yeah,
off
it's like
because
his
he's
thing.
self-conscious.
Yeah,
Like
he's so scratched up. He's
Yeah.
got scar tissue all over the place. He basically is an alien. Like he's portrayed as an alien. He basically is an alien underneath that suit. Like
apparently not in the show. Apparently he might or may not be a handsome man.
yeah,
No, you
I
can't
heard
do
he
that.
had sex with Cortana. I didn't watch it, but that's what
If
I
it
heard.
is, that's the ridiculous.
I mean, that would make sense.
But it didn't happen in any of the.
No,
The
Well, he
game.
didn't take off
an-
his helmet in the games
yeah,
either.
Cortana's an AI for the like. I'm pretty sure almost all of the games.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think
not in the first one.
No, she's an AI in the first one. She gets a like an actual like body though.
In the first one, right?
But he doesn't
I
have
don't
sex
think it's
with
the
it.
first one.
I
He
don't
doesn't.
know.
He does not.
It's
bang
been
it.
so long since I played the Halo games. Honestly, it's so hard to follow that.
Me
lore.
and Kenny, we got the Master Chief Collection on PC, so we're gonna run it.
Cool.
We're gonna do like all skulls on.
Like if Kenny had an Xbox, we could all play it together.
Be fantastic.
I think it's is
Oh,
it not cross
Not
platform?
the old ones.
I don't know.
There's no way you can cross.
Well, no,
platform
because it's
campaign
the
old
Master
ones.
Chief Collection, so
But they're
it's
not
all
all
remastered.
They're not all like remastered to fit like cross-platform though.
I think they are because they're all in the same game. They
We'll have
put
to
them
look
all in
into
It's
the
that.
same
same
all in
game.
the same game.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's one disc.
It's the
Well, one
it's the Master
download.
Chief Collection. You click, you like open it, and then it's like every single game.
Oh, interesting. I have to buy it.
It's cool though. We were talking about doing Lasso, so it's like legendary, all skulls on, and like I don't know if you know
I
what
don't
the
think I
skulls
could do
do,
that.
but like
I do not think I could do that. I think I tried it once.
I can do it. Just do
yeah,
it.
I think
it's
I tried it
crazy.
once and it was too hard.
I think it might be on Game Pass too, so it might be free.
No, I think only Infinite's on Game Pass.
Hmm.
Because you can't put all of the games on
Mm-hmm.
Game Pass.
Well, I just watched the my Xbox Bethesda showcase yesterday, and all those games
What?
are all gonna be free on Game Pass. Like every single game that they showed.
I didn't watch it. Was there anything good?
No, just Starfield. Everything else
Okay,
was mid.
so
Yeah.
I could not give less of it.
Starfield
That's
was
so
crazy though.
stupid. I hate how they do Game Pass. They have like a bazillion games on Game Pass,
Well-
and I guarantee you only 15 of them get downloaded.
To give them, I guess, a little bit of credit. They only showed games that are coming out within the next 12 months. Like confirmed. There's a bunch of good games that have this like no release date. That's supposed to
Yeah, but they could come out in 2 years.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But
that means nothing to me.
I know.
If it's for another 2 years, I'm gonna have to buy a new console in 2 years.
No way. But they only show. I think they showed only
every
what's coming out
6 years. I
months.
think they release one.
I know, but they made a lot.
They'll have the new like.
I don't think PlayStation
version
will
of
release.
the Xbox One
PlayStation won't release another console for another 10 years.
They're
still trying to release the new ones.
Well, they'll release like the PS5 Pro.
I don't even think.
I still think that's like 5 years away. Honestly,
they still have not. They're still backed up on the PS5.
They are with the Xboxes too. Really, not many people have
They started selling them in
Xboxes.
Target.
Yeah, you can go to Target and get one.
They're stocked in Target and Seaconk.
Are they?
They were like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
They're
how
not
many
behind.
though?
Like a whole shelf of them. Like the whole display case was the Xbox One.
Switches are crazy too. You can get a Switch anywhere now. I remember like it was like barren.
The OLED ones or the
I got the
last
OLED
ones?
on sale for my mom.
Yeah, you got the OLED one.
Yeah, isn't that nuts? Like you couldn't even buy a regular Switch.
Yeah,
when the OLED
I
came
know.
out.
Like around like holidays to like.
Dude, Black Friday they released them, but they made it so you could only get one per customer.
Which is fine.
But
they were only like a couple hundred, maybe a couple thousand.
And there weren't a lot because we drove to like maybe 6 different GameStops trying to get Felix a Switch.
I think there were only 5,000 released in the entire country.
Yeah,
which is nuts.
There was a small amount.
But I mean, that's
and then
what
they
Xbox
released the
did.
OLED like a month later, and then it was like, all right, well, there's Switches everywhere now.
But like that's what Xbox did, and it worked out really well. PlayStation just was like all of them now.
Yeah.
And then
nothing.
Look where they're at. They're on back order for an SD chip or something like that, and they're not going to be able to put out consoles till the end of this year.
No, I read something recently. The experts, and it hasn't been like confirmed, but they said they're gonna have a chip shortage until the end of next year.
Oh my god!
So there won't be like normal console or normal anything until either late 23 or early 24.
Yeah, so they're not putting out a Pro until at least 28.
Yeah, I've never been happier to have a PC.
I've never been happier to have an Xbox.
I know we got ours at a
Microsoft
good
has
time.
been doing so good because they put out a certain amount of number when the One X dropped, and then they had a bunch stocked up because they obviously made more than what they put out, and they would just do like those weekly like limited supply drops, like how
which was
Supreme
so
does
stressful.
it.
That was some stressful times.
It was, but if you wait, I mean, you paid a lot for yours, but if you waited long enough, you were able to get it for a resale.
Yeah, what'd you get
retail.
it for? $1,200?
No, I got mine after I got off of StockX, and after like all the fees and stuff, and a little upsells, a little under 800.
That's not bad.
I mean, I paid $6, maybe a little under $6 for mine.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I think like $100 of it was like taxes.
Yeah, like shipping,
which
fees.
is
shipping and whatever consignment fee they have.
But like I paid like I think it might have been like $575 with all that, which is that's $300 difference.
I got it. I can afford it.
I know, but you should have waited.
No, I was good.
You could have given me the $300.
I could have, but I wouldn't have.
I would have been a very happy man. I would have bought an Oculus Quest with that.
Ugh.
I might pick one up tomorrow.
Already tomorrow? I was hoping you would wait with me till like August.
VR
Hell
makes me
no, not
nauseous.
till August.
No, I'll probably do it in July.
I can't do VR.
I love it.
It makes me so nauseous.
But it's so much fun. They have a Star Wars game on there. I played a couple times when I was in Vermont, and I felt like an absolute bad. Like, I was a Jedi, bro. Like, I was doing, like, the Jedi training, with the little balls.
Yeah.
And I had 2 lightsabers, or I had a lightsaber and a gun. And I'm, like, deflecting bullets and then shooting other people over here without even looking. I can just kind of see them in the peripheral. And I'm just like, ding, ding, bow, 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 ding, 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 pew, pew. And it was so dope. It was so much fun. I gotta find out the name of it, and I'll let
Yeah,
you
Joe,
know.
you gotta get over that beta male
It makes me
dizziness.
sick,
all right, pop whatever pill you need to get yourself right.
I know, bro. What
and
are
get
the,
on
what are the motion sickness
the
pills?
VR.
What are the motion sickness pills?
I don't know. I have to take them. I'm not a beta male.
I know, but for like cruise ships or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
Nothing.
Throwing up in the bathroom, asking
one
Rachel
time.
for gum.
That was one time.
Rachel,
was
give me gum.
That was at
Why?
Dunkin'
Did you
Donuts.
throw up? Give me the gum.
Don't ask any questions. Give me the gum.
That's so funny.
I was appalled. I was so upset with myself. I was looking at myself in the mirror, like, did you really just puke?
I'm kind of
I would have been pissed. Bro, I would have been so mad.
I was mad because like I never puke on like any boats first time.
You had like your hands down in the sink.
Oh
like,
yeah,
staring.
100%. I was looking at me like I was like, yo, you really
I could
just
drown
puked
myself
right
in
now.
this sink right now.
So I'm gonna jump off the boat. Might as well.
Oh man. Oh well. We're at what, 30?
Yeah, we could get him.
32. All right, boys. We're gonna take a small intermission. When we come back, we're gonna have the dads. It's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be real interesting. So we'll see you guys after the break.
Like,
What are you doing?
he's touching up his art.
Oh, nice.
Filling in a little
You
bit.
gotta get a little blunt guy going.
There we go. I said I want this to feel like Rogan, so that you could be more at home. Because I know you listen to Rogan. I said the only thing that can make this more Rogan, other than having a guy named Joe on here, is smoking a joint. But I said we're not gonna hotbox Joe's room.
And we have to bring up at least one conspiracy.
Plus, I get drug tested every.
That's true. Yeah, one conspiracy we have to talk about mushrooms or something for 25 minutes.
Mushrooms?
Yeah.
Why?
He brings it up at least once.
Because Rogan's biggest
Either
thing
mushrooms
is
are the best
psilocybin.
drug I ever did.
Yeah. All right. Are we rolling?
I agree.
All right. We're gonna cut here and then go into it
Why?
because we need to intro. I know you haven't listened to the podcast, but you've listened to other podcasts. Anyway, hello everybody. This is the Dads episode, part 2. We already here the first time. We're here with my father, Hefe, and Joey's father, my uncle, Uncle Joey. Say hi.
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 Don't do that.
Don't do what?
The table
Threw
thing.
his phone on
Look
the
at porn
table.
while we're
Hold
talking.
on. You put the headphones
Midget,
on.
midget porn?
Not midget porn. Put the headphones on. It's gonna be
Ready,
real
ready?
loud, so be prepared. Yeah, you hear how loud? Throw the phone back down.
No. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's loud.
That comes through so hot in the sound.
So
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah, that's why all my stuff's on this little thing over here.
That's called a table.
No.
That's
That's
Sierra's desk.
definitely a desk. I'm sure you built that. You gotta know what it is.
It has no drawers though,
Came
so
from
technically it is
IKEA.
a table.
Yeah, so you
Oh,
built
you
it.
built it, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is the Dad's episode. I don't know how this is gonna go, to be honest. I have high hopes. I think it'll probably go better than the mom's episode because you guys are significantly more civilized than the women were last time they were here.
I mean, we're starting off right with a drinking on
That's
I know.
right.
I got a drink too. We're living.
Having a good
Cheers.
time.
Is that rum coffee?
Could be.
If you wanted it to be.
It's not D rum coffee though.
It could be.
Okay, I'll take it. Anyway, so how you feeling? How you feeling about the pod? I know you're probably pissed
About what?
being on the podcast.
No, it's fine.
Oh, cool. All right,
That's great.
it's a real change of pace.
Wonderful.
Are you gonna listen to this one?
Probably not.
Oh man. Well, we were thinking, you guys have lived wild lives. You've been to jail. I'm sure that you've been to jail. So before we get into topics and whatever,
We want to extort stories.
we're gonna
out of
extort a story, or maybe a few stories. If you had to pick one story, the craziest experience you had as a child, teenager, young adult, whatever it is, what is it? You don't need to go into full detail. It doesn't need to be like a huge story or whatever, but just like,
I think for me, was when I went to Canada and stuffed my black friend in the trunk of a car on the border.
You smuggling black people
Smuggling
across
black people.
the border?
Yeah.
this is a Mexican cartel for black people.
Yeah.
Were you smuggling him out of Canada or into Canada?
No, we were trying to go in. His ID got burnt because he had a house fire like 2 weeks before, and his ID.
Famous excuse.
So
It's a good excuse.
like literally 30 minutes on the way there, like almost there, they're like, "Oh, I think you need your ID." So, sorry. So,
What was that?
so one of my friends decided to put him in the trunk, and that didn't work out as they searched our car. So
4 pieces of fruit, 3 white guys, and 1 black guy in the trunk.
No luggage.
so when they opened the trunk, there he was, and the border patrol guy jumped back, drew his gun, and told him to get out, and we were detained for a couple hours.
Jesus.
But good thing his story checked out, because that's the only thing that let us go.
It's like the episode that's
So he agreed that you guys stuffed him in the trunk.
Yeah. But we couldn't go. We couldn't go to Canada. He's like, you need to turn around and leave.
So you must have been a good
So,
friend. I would play. I'd be like, thank you. Like they kidnapped me. They were trying to put me on the line and sell me to the Canadians.
How do you get in there?
So wait, yeah. So did he agree to go in the trunk? Was it his idea? Whose idea was this?
It wasn't his. It was my friend Ray's. But yeah, I mean, he agreed. I mean, it was still a good trip because we got.
I mean, that's hilarious.
We got
Thank
stoned.
God he didn't jump out naked.
That was
You got no clothes on? What were you doing in there? The whole inside of the trunk's cream white.
Imagine he fishbowled the trunk.
Opens the trunk, just smoke everywhere. Well, this isn't going over well for you. That story never gets better, man. It's so good. I've heard that story so many times. I remember when Uncle Jimmy heard it for the first time. He's like, Parker? He's like, yeah. What the hell?
Yeah.
What about you, big guy? I know you got some stories
Actually,
on there.
Were you at Mimi's yesterday when we were talking about the Bristol thing?
Yeah.
That was probably one of my best.
All right, hit it.
We all we had a problem with some Bristol kids,
Okay.
so we grabbed a bunch of kids from East Providence and went up there and took care of business.
Yeah.
But we all got arrested.
Okay.
So we're sitting in a cell, 10 of us, all from East Providence,
Yeah.
and a good friend of mine goes, "They didn't frisk me good enough." I said, "What do you mean?" He pulls an ounce out in the middle of the jail cell.
An ounce? That's a
out of
lot.
his
They didn't
pocket.
frisk him at all. What do you mean not?
No,
good
they didn't
enough?
frisk him at all. So as we're waiting to be done, he starts rolling joints.
No way.
So we go,
Middle
"What are
of
you
the
doing?"
holding
He
cell.
goes, "Well, we're gonna get out."
That's true.
Yep. So
That's
that was probably
crazy.
that one.
Wow. Dude, what a story. How do you get an ounce is an ounce is a big bag.
It was winter, so we had back then we wore the
okay.
what were they the down the goose down or whatever coats.
Big fluffy coats.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are they called now?
They call them like bubble jackets, like the big ones.
Yeah, but it was
yeah.
all like the goose feathers.
Yeah, it's mostly feathers.
Yeah. We had those, so.
Yeah, so,
But
but
an
it's still. I
ounce?
mean, you're going to prison with a big
Well, no,
puffy
we weren't going to
jacket.
prison. We were being detained.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, but you're in a
You're different.
but you're
Prison,
in a-
you get-
in prison though. Are you not in a
Well,
cell?
you're in jail.
Yeah, you're in a cell.
So you have to get processed.
No, you
No.
They didn't
you're in
process you?
holding. You don't get processed until you go to the ACI.
Yeah, but what if you got a bomb in the puffy jacket?
A what?
What if you got a bomb in the puffy jacket?
Then whoever fished
But
was
that's-
in trouble.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like,
Well, they were
Jeez.
Bristol cops. They weren't the brightest.
yeah, that makes sense.
Mimi said they were Barrington cops.
Me doesn't know what she's talking about.
But even
we went there.
Barrington,
We went up there to take care of business with Barrington kids.
yeah, Barrington cops probably would have had the same amount of weed on them at all of those times.
No, when I was growing up, Barrington was big in the cocaine.
Well, yeah, they
Kids.
still are.
Cocaine
I mean,
and heroin.
it's still a cocaine town.
Booga sugar.
Yes, Joey. Good job. Oh my God. Any other stories? This has been fun.
How much time do you got? I should.
Because the thing is,
time.
because we got time. We can go stories and kind of get into topics at the end if you got them.
Got time I got arrested with the gun,
There you go. Hit it.
and Auntie Michelle hung up on me when I called her.
No
From
way.
the
Oh,
police
that
department,
was
she hangs up. Click.
when we were
Then she
moving,
calls. She calls back the state troopers.
Yeah.
Can I speak to my husband? As I'm like shackled to the freaking wall over here. They're like, "Oh no."
Oh my God.
That's when we
So
were
they sent
moving,
Matt to
Sean.
come get me.
Yeah.
Right? Matt wasn't. I wasn't ready. I wasn't bailed yet.
Yeah.
So they sent Matt to the casino to go gamble across the street.
No way.
They're like, "Oh,
That's-
your ride's here." I said, "Oh, where is he?" "Oh, he's at the casino gambling." I said, "I hope he wins. He's got the bail money."
Trying to win the bail.
Imagine coming back. You have to stay here for a little longer. You blew all the bail money.
Yeah, I was like, "Dude, you got the bail money. You're out there gambling."
Do you know if he won anything off that bail money?
I don't know.
Do you remember how much your bail was set at?
Yeah, it was like $50 personal recordance.
Oh, okay.
$50
Nothing
to pay
crazy.
the justice of the peace to come in on a Sunday.
Oh,
Or
okay.
a sad day, and then they let me go because I was a good boy.
Oh, very nice. For the one time in your life you were a good boy, huh? That way?
But do not get arrested in Lincoln by the state troopers because they do shackle you to the wall.
You were strapped to a wall,
You
for
were
real?
handcuffed to an eyebolt like this, and it's just enough where you can't lay down.
Oh, that sucks.
Was that when we were moving?
No, that was we had like 100 people coming over the next day for a clam boil.
Ah.
And I went to the market to get something and
Never
got
returned.
arrested on the way home.
Wait, so what did they arrest you for? You had a gun?
A concealed weapon, yeah.
But with no license?
Yeah.
No, okay. No, so nothing fancy.
Didn't give you a gun back, did they?
I could have got it back.
So what, they just have your gun?
They still have it?
It's probably melted down by now, but yeah, no, because I won the case, so I could have got it back. If I wanted to go to the police department and say, "Where's my gun?"
No, interesting.
I figured it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, probably not.
Depends if it was a good gun.
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't. I bought it off.
Oh, okay.
I even told the cop, I said, "You arrest me for a gun that jams every other round."
Oh, man.
Well, when I was younger, I used to throw pennies outside my window at cars.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Hooligan.
yeah. Then some guy stopped and told my dad who was outside, and when Dad came up, it was me, Peter, and Rob Conti. My dad wasn't too happy.
Yeah, if you know Grandpa, that's a scary sight.
How many pennies did you have?
Oh yeah.
Oh, a whole bunch. Like
Oh my
this
God.
was like the night before, and then it continued throughout the day and the next day.
Why pennies?
I don't know, because my friend was like, "Oh, let's throw pennies out the window."
Yeah, well, you get 100 pennies for $1. You only get 4 quarters.
I don't think the people know where you used to live, though. On the main
Oh, I used to live on the main road, so like cars would go. All
red light, too.
Red.
Oh man, so that's easy
Yeah,
target.
you
I
were?
don't know if did they have a red light back then?
There's
It's always been, since I can remember,
sunroof
there's
is
been a red
open.
light.
Throwing
Since they
it
put the
into
bike
sunroof.
path in, there was a red light.
Yeah. So maybe
Out their second story, no?
second story.
So now these pennies are coming from heat. They're not like porch pennies. You're just kind of throwing them.
Nah,
It's
yeah.
whatever. They're falling.
Porch pennies. What are those porch pennies?
I don't know.
Like if you're on your porch, you're throwing pennies. That's a porch penny. They're second floor pennies. They hit harder because they come from
Behave.
further.
You behave.
You know how stupid we were when you were younger? Like,
Yeah.
all right,
No, you
so,
guys don't even leave the house.
like we lived on the main road, on Main Street. So like, I mean, there was a couple of times I'd go out there with my brother and his friends, broad daylight, and they would just light up a joint and start smoking it.
Now you can do that.
It's
Well,
true.
yeah, back then. though.
Yeah, back then that was definitely frowned upon. But yeah, now I'm walking around with a joint. Most cops probably wouldn't care. Some are probably gonna be douches and whatever, take in whatever. But
You'll probably have like the old school guys.
yeah,
That-
all of the EP cops.
It'd be cool if they smoked it with you.
That's what I always. Yeah.
So,
Oh, Joe's gonna.
We used to have a cop. I'm not naming names because he's still on the force. And sorry guys. And he used to actually get confiscate throughout the day,
Yeah.
and then drop it off at the party at night.
No way.
So he used to show up with like liquor and stuff.
That's kind of.
We actually used to sit on his cruiser at Dunkin' Donuts. He knew we were selling
Yeah.
out of that Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
And we used to get to play with his radar gun, sit on the
That's
cruiser.
cool.
He was a cool guy. You've met him when you blew out your tire.
oh, that was him?
Yeah.
That's real cool.
Was he the one where you would get in his car and
Oh yeah, we
park
move
it
his
into
car
other
on
parking
him.
spots?
He'll go and get a club, he'll take his car and move it.
No way. That's pretty dope, man. That's really
Can't
cool.
say names because he's still on the force. Bro.
Yeah. You don't want
You
him to
wanna
get in trouble.
no trouble.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's dope.
Joey's met him. Joey actually saw me busting his balls like right when I got out. Of the
Yeah,
car.
like immediately after you got out of the car, you were like, what are you doing here? What?
I think the most trouble I've gotten in my childhood, I was probably like 15. It was up at the mall in Providence. And my boy, it was during March Madness, so he won some contest, so we got to rent out. Well, he got to rent out the room for free to watch like some of the tournament games at Dave & Buster's. So it was me, Sid, and a couple other friends waiting for everyone to come in so we can just go in together. And one of our friends, Zach, had a
Zach.
he had a laser pointer. So he was up on the balcony on the second floor where the Iron Maxes and stuff. He was flashing it in people's eyes,
like into the food court.
like into the food court. And then all of a sudden, like security came up. We didn't think anything of it. We thought it was just fine.
Yeah.
And it was like 4 securities coming up the other elevator, and we weren't paying attention. And they come up behind us and say, "You got to leave now." Like, why? It's like, people think you have a gun up here with a red dot. He's like, no, this is like laser pointers. Like, no, you can't do that. You're freaking people out. You gotta leave now. So they were like what's the word? Escorting. There we go.
Yeah.
Us out of the mall, and then we see our friend's mom and him come up. We're like, oh, we're with them. Like, see, we're waiting for them. We weren't doing anything. So like they're trying to kick us off the mall, and the mom was like, oh, they're just like, we're teenagers. Like, they're just playing around. Like they're like, you can see they had a laser pointer. Like, they don't have a weapon. Yeah. And they're like, fine, if you take them, they can go. But like, we were freaking out because like they came up and said, oh, people think you have a gun. And we were like, no. It's this laser pointer. Like, people are freaking out down there. It's like,
we're going.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So that happened.
Joey, that was a good story, Will. But I think the most stupidest. Well, I won't say stupid.
stupidest thing.
Cut that.
This guy's a natural. You said it.
Oh my god.
I'm not even gonna finish the rest. But no. The most trouble you ever got into was marrying Rachel. Not the stupidest. I think that was the smartest thing you've ever done.
It probably was the smartest move you've ever made, but definitely the most trouble you got yourself into.
Oh man.
Oh, you are right on both fronts.
That could have not gone any worse.
It definitely could have gone worse.
First of all, Joey forgot to clear the SD card. And then second of all, Hefe almost incriminated himself so bad.
No, he would have incriminated me. He wouldn't have got in trouble for that. I would have been in the
No,
doghouse.
I mean both of you probably. Rachel would have stopped talking. She would have left the group chat after hearing that.
Oh,
Rachel's
God.
gone. She's not a friend anymore.
She'll move out.
She's moving. But that means me and Joey get to move into the house.
It's all part of the plan.
Yeah,
all part of the master plan.
Rachel, if you hear this, you know where you stand.
Rachel, I'm sorry. You know I love you.
Anyway.
Are you okay?
What?
I was talking to Rachel.
Oh. What the hell?
She's not here.
I haven't been in much trouble with the law. I've never been arrested.
I think we went over the only time.
There was the time I was, like, I wasn't detained because I wasn't detained in a police station, but I was detained in a cop car. That's a thing. When I was in Connecticut, I'm pretty sure I told this story on the podcast. So there was that. I've had to run from the police many a time on foot for trespassing and all that stupid stuff that you do. Trespassing's so fun and it's so stupid that it's like illegal. Like the abandoned buildings and whatever. What do you mean no trespassing? Nobody lives here.
We got busted by Amtrak police hanging from the train bridges.
No way.
They went on the
I don't remember what bridge it was, but there was a bridge in Fall River. Me and a bunch of my friends went to maybe over the summer last year, and we were climbing under the bridge. One terrible idea. It's so terrifying to be under that bridge. We were climbing under the bridge, and my boy Joey, he's insane. He's a little spider monkey. He'll do whatever. So I got significantly less far than Joey got. Joey got halfway across the bridge. He's probably like 60 feet in the air over just the water, and it's just like, oh my god, like this dude's nuts. Like he was having to like grab onto the bridge and swing under these things to get over to the other side of the thing.
What was under you?
Under me, sand. Under him, water and rocks. So it's a tough look. Joey survived. He made it back, whatever. But yeah, that was an interesting moment. He climbed to the top of the bridge in Providence. You know that abandoned bridge in Providence near Gano?
Yeah, there's a swing at the top.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It's just raised.
That's actually not a swing.
Is that a rope?
They hung a car from it for a movie. And they cut
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Well, Joey got in the swing. I don't understand. I made it halfway up that bridge.
You haven't lived in East Providence unless you climbed that.
No, it's true. But like, I have not gone all the way up the bridge.
Now it's fenced off.
Yeah, you can't get there.
No, it was fenced off when I went.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, you just go through the fence. And they really did a very bad job in making that hard to get to.
They've been
6 foot
talking
fence?
about demolishing it since like
A long time.
Yeah.
3 years.
It's not even
now.
a 6 foot fence. It probably is a 6 foot fence, but there's like a hole in the fence, one, and it's not even totally fenced off. Like we walked around the fence and then jumped over a wooden fence to get into the thing. But I'm terrified of heights, so I got about halfway up, and Joey was like basically at the top. He was doing it in slides, mind you, which is nuts. and he dropped one of his slides. So he was doing it in one slide in a sock. And I was like, I'm going to go down now and look for your slide because I'm already halfway down here. Joey's slide was nowhere to be seen. He climbed all the way to the top with one slide and a sock on, hopped in the swing, and just hung out there for like 20 minutes or something like that. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. But I never got in trouble with the cops there. But I've run from the cops a couple times. I got detained in the cop car. I've been chased on the highway multiple times by other cars. But like never anything super nuts. Joey?
No.
Never got into anything?
No.
Nothing with the police, nothing with even like
No.
yeah, but come on, you got to speak
As he
though.
looks at his dad.
I know.
I'll give him a buffer. I got one more story that has to do with police. And since it's Father's Day, my dad's not here. It also includes my father.
Okay,
so
cool.
my dad works in, we'll just say law enforcement. I won't get into details. Not a police officer, but so he works in a building that has different police officers and different lawyers and stuff like this. And I was young. I was probably maybe like 10 or 12, like around that age. And so his building has a metal detector. So it was like, bring your son to work day, whatever. So I went with him. He goes through the metal detector. It's fine. Nothing goes off. I go through and, of course my dad knows the security guards and stuff. They press a button, the little thing goes off. And he says, all right, we're going to have to patch it down. It's like the metal detector went off. So I'm scared. My dad doesn't say anything. He's looking at me with like a look of, well, we'll see what happens. So I get pat down. And they said, all right, hold on. And they said, what's your name? I tell him my name. Fakes types in the computer. I don't know. I'm terrified at this point. He says, got a warrant for your arrest.
How old are you?
Like 10 to 12 years old.
I feel like it would have been worse if you were like 16.
No, I'm
Like,
like,
you might actually have a warrant for your arrest.
But I'm let's say 12. I don't know that I don't really have a warrant for my arrest.
Yeah.
So the alarm went off. They pat me down. Name's on the computer. You got a warrant. I'm looking at my dad, and my dad's like shrugging his shoulders. Like, I don't know. He says you got a warrant. You must have a warrant. So the security guard comes, puts me in handcuffs, and now I'm freaking out. I'm like, Dad, I don't know what to do. He said, shouldn't have broke the law. I'm freaking out in handcuffs. Handcuffs. Brings me outside, puts me in the back of the cop car. It's like, all right, we're gonna have to bring you downtown. I said, what I do? I asked him, what I do? He's like, I can't tell you. You have to wait till you get booked. They'll tell you everything down at the jail. So a cop comes out, gets in the car, drives me like around the corner, and I'm freaking out, crying, ball my eyes out. So bring me back to where my dad works. I have no idea where I am. I'm freaking out. My dad opens the door, and I'm confused, looking at him like, what are you doing here?
How are you already here?
How are you at the jail? Why didn't you bring me? And he was just dying hysterically.
Wow, dude.
The best joke ever.
The worst joke ever.
But there's so much stuff in there that if you knew is totally illegal.
Yeah.
They can't cuff you. They can't put you in a police car.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Did they read you your
Nah, they
didn't
put them
read
in a
my
cop
rights.
car, no?
There is their way
They
out.
used to come to schools and put the kids in the cop cars. Just for fun.
But they were like arresting him.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess. It was all
I
funny.
mean, but like when your father's the law, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, he knew everyone. They were all laughing and giggling. I'm
Yeah.
like, I was upset for the rest of the day.
That's
It was a
so
whole thing.
funny.
I went upstairs to my dad's office with the rest of the people he worked with. They already knew what was gonna happen. They're like, "Oh, how was your trip? How was your time here?" And I was like, "My dad pulled a prank." He says, "Oh, he did. How was it?" And they were just busting me all day. It
You're
was
like flipping them all
I
off.
had to change
so
my
upset.
If you would
underwear.
have told him to when he said we're gonna take you downtown, you should have said we're already downtown.
I was 12.
That's what I'm saying. It would have been better if you were 16. You started screaming at him.
I would have probably ran. I might
The
have
Beyond
believed
straight,
him. I might have
dude.
believed
That's
him.
what I'm
I might
saying.
have
Push
a
the cop
warrant.
out of the way. There.
No, that was a good day. Not for me, but my dad. It was good for him.
When I got caught
Good
with a
joke.
vape in school, they threatened to call the cops, and I was like, okay,
vape.
yeah.
I got caught with a blunt.
But I didn't get. So the thing is, I didn't even get caught with the vape. I got snitched on for having the vape.
And is this kid still?
I don't talk to him. I only got suspended. It's not like I got suspended for a day.
Did you do anything to him?
No, cause
The dude snitched on you.
you know what school I went to.
Not my fault.
But if I
Is
would have
there
been
outside of the school?
Yeah, but I would have been expelled.
Is there outside of the school?
I still would have been expelled. I guarantee you I would have been expelled.
He could have took care of it.
Not at that time.
Why?
Yeah,
I don't
right.
know. I think you were what, 19?
So?
I don't want Joey to get
You
arrested.
ain't gonna get arrested.
Oh, but if you got
beat him with a
arrested-
pillow sack full of rocks.
If I got arrested,
You could have had a nice story
to tell.
today, right
I
now.
know Joey would have had a story. Although Joey definitely does have a
guys are
story,
wrong.
but for some reason he's being gay about it.
I'm not being gay.
Well, it's because it's Aaron.
Yeah, it's the earring. You got
It's
the
in the
side.
non-gay ear though. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Do you have it hanging out of the headphone right now? I
Yeah.
can't see. That's so gay. It could not be any more gay.
You got
Happy
that Michael.
Pride
You got
Month.
that Michael Jordan ear.
Yeah, happy Pride Month to
If
Joey.
I put the headphone down here, it like pinches it into my skin.
It's got the George Michael.
Yeah,
There you go.
Going
Dude,
for
that
like
thing's
a punk
ridiculous.
rock.
George Michael, then you get busted off now.
No, that was Pee Wee Herman.
Let's say
No,
that
that
sounds a
was-
lot like Joey.
No, I'm pretty sure George Michael got caught.
And that's
jerking
his
off.
story.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I know he's gay.
He's dead.
Is he dead?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't be
5
gay
years
and
now.
dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Rest
Sorry,
in
George.
peace.
I just told Freddie Ray Liotta died and he almost cried at work today.
How did
Ray
you not
Liotta?
know?
Oh,
Freddie don't use the internet.
Freddie has no teeth.
He also, yeah, he also has teeth. Bro, he was eating so much cheese today. I was like, bro, please, enough. He's eating cheese and crackers. He got a bag of Cheetos, and I was like, does this not hurt you so bad?
Oh my god.
Like, I know, like, you know, he sucks on them and whatever until they're soft enough, whatever. But dude, yeah, that was a crazy statement. That was a crazy
Alright.
statement.
I'll let you start that over. Go ahead.
I'm talking about crackers and
Yo,
cheese,
let
so
me
I
get
don't.
Freddie's number.
I don't
don't
know
really
really what code names you use. I'll let you start that over.
All right, relax. There's nothing I can say that doesn't make this suspect. He puts them in his mouth and holds them there until they're soft. It's even worse.
In 1998, George Michael was arrested in a bathroom in Los Angeles for jerking.
Smacking it.
Yeah, pretty much jerking off.
Nice.
Huh.
Indulging
Just
in
like
a
Louis
lewd
C.K.
act.
Wait, he was
He was
arrested
beating
for
his
that?
meat in a public restroom.
Yeah, but like, was he
can't
just
do
in a
that.
urinal or like?
I don't know.
He must not have been.
Was he at the
Someone saw
sink?
him do it.
Yeah, he must. The only way he would have been caught is if he was at a sink or like a baseball game. How they have like the
You think he was
troughs of piss. Like,
You think he was looking at himself in the eyes in the mirror?
Oh, 100%.
No, he's in the urinal
Yeah,
looking
the-
at the guy next to him.
yeah, the cops come in. They're like, he's like, hold on, 1 second.
I'm almost done. Hold on.
Give me
Yeah.
a
I
few
hope they
seconds.
let him finish.
I know if you're gonna be here, at least help. Like, that's
Pee
crazy.
Wee Herman got caught in the
movie theater.
Yeah.
Pee Wee Herman's a
Watch it.
weirdo though, like for real. Like, have you seen any
He
of those
played
movies?
Blow. That was a good movie.
Blow?
You didn't see Blow?
Johnny
Johnny
Depp.
Depp. It's a true story about the start of cocaine in the 80s.
Really? Speaking of cocaine, growing up, I loved Emilio Estevez because of the Mighty Ducks. Right?
Yeah.
I found out today he used to do so much coke, it's
Oh, yeah,
ridiculous.
they all did.
I would have never thought Emilio Estevez would do
Emilio
coke.
Estevez, is he Charlie Sheen's brother?
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
So
Charlie
there you
Sheen, the
go.
Coke King.
They were doing
Yeah.
coke
Yeah,
together.
Because it
Emilio
was-
Estevez, the
it
only
was-
one who didn't change his name. There's like three brothers.
Yeah, I remember, or I don't remember. Someone was talking about a story on a podcast. How, do you know who Stu Feiner is?
I heard of him.
He was like the guy that started like gambling, like through like computers and whatever in like the 80s and 90s or whatever. It was all like the 900 calls or whatever. That's how you pay. But he was on a podcast I was listening to, and he was talking about how like him, Sheen, Estevez, and then some chick that was like, I don't know, involved with them at the time, would buy like 80 grand worth of cocaine, do it all, and then just like go somewhere and like do a movie. And I was like, dude, that's nuts.
I don't know. You remember John Belushi at all?
Yeah, I know John
They
Belushi.
used to call it a Belushi, where he would just do heroin all weekend and then do coke on Sunday to sober himself up to go to work on Monday.
That's crazy.
That's a wild lifestyle.
That is a
He used
wild
he
life
used to
story.
leave the set on Friday and just coke out and drug out all weekend and then do coke to sober up to go to the set Monday.
Dude, that's crazy. Freddie told me a story. I'm going to air him out really quick. How when, I'm not going to say when he was younger, because it was probably like 6 years ago. He bought like a bunch of heroin, right? Took it all up the nose. Or he took like half of it up the nose, and then 20 minutes later, nothing was happening. So he took the other half of it up the nose. Now, this is... I don't remember how much he told me, but I remember he told me, and I was like, wow, that's a lot of heroin. He slept for 48 hours straight. Like, ended up falling asleep and woke up 2 days later with nothing on but underwear over his pants and toast. Toast. Like pieces of toasted bread with nothing on it scattered over his bare chest. And I was like, what happened to you? Like, no recollection of what happened in 2 days. Just woke up the most disheveled mess. Toast all over your body. What a story.
Is this a dude with no teeth?
Yeah.
Oh, that explains a lot.
He also used to smoke crack. He smoked crack for 2 years. Yeah, Freddie is a wild man. But I thought it was the crack that knocked his teeth. He just has some disease. He lost all his teeth. Like, it's nothing fancy.
He was dealt a bad hand then.
Oh, yeah, but he's a nut. He
You
doesn't...
usually don't lose your teeth from crack. Usually meth.
Oh, it's meth.
Yeah.
That's the one. But, dude, this dude's
So did
nuts.
you ask if he does meth?
He said that's the one thing he's never tried. Because I
that's
asked
the
him the other
line.
day.
That's the line.
No
Yeah.
meth for me, no sir.
But, yeah, wild kid, dude. He's run from the cops on motorcycles, whatever, multiple times. And he's got a bunch of DUIs. He doesn't even drive anymore because he doesn't have his license. He's been suspended so many times, I don't even think he can go get his license anymore. The dude's a wild man, but he's old. He's got a stomach out to here. He's about 5'5". Fun guy.
I want to hang out with him.
This is the guy,
You would like
right,
him.
who was coming home from the bar,
Mm-hmm.
half in the bag. There was a cop pulled over another car right in front of his house. So what does he do? He tries to back in his driveway.
Oh, this
Ends up hitting the cop car. Drunk. Boop. See you later.
He told me this story once. This is after he. I love how this has just turned into Freddie's podcast. But after he had lost his license, like officially, he was at the bar, whatever, and he gets some dude to take him home. Maybe he wasn't like at his bar, like the club that he goes to. It's at a different bar. He was like, hey, some dude offered to take him home. So yeah, cool, sure. He's kind of like not really talking to the guy. He's still got a beer in his hand, but he's in the passenger seat. He goes, oh, my house is right up here. You're going to take a right. And then you'll be there in like a couple minutes, whatever. So the dude like pulls over the car. He whips out his piece. And goes, what are you doing with this? He got his meat out on his leg. And Freddie just looks at him. And he goes, no, come closer. All right, come closer. He goes, put your leg over here. So he puts his leg over here. And he cocks back and just cracks this dude in the nuts. Hops out the car and just walks back to his house. Like, dude, this guy's a story machine.
Maybe because he saw Freddy with no teeth, he was like, oh.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, you definitely know how to work with this.
Gummy Larry.
Oh, man. We got any good topics to close it out with? You just want to close it on that?
I got two wild ones that when I saw it, I didn't think it was real.
All right, we'll hit these and then we'll let Uncle Joey and Hefe cook.
All right, there was a woman.
I ain't cooking.
There's a woman. I don't know if this is where. Jackson County, Missouri. Not surprised. She caught an STD.
Okay. From a koala, maybe?
No, from a random dude
Oh,
having
okay.
sex in his car.
Okay.
It happens.
Sued Geico for $5.2 million and won.
Ow!
Wait, why is she
Because
suing?
there's always a lawyer that will take something.
But she won?
She won.
Hey, she won.
What's she suing for?
Car insurance.
Because it was his car. It was a stranger. She had sex with some stranger in his car.
Chlamydia wasn't
And
in the
since
insurance bundle, I
she
guess.
caught an STD in
that an
his
act of
vehicle, she sued Geico because she got caught an STD in a vehicle.
But what ground do you have to stand on in that case?
And she won?
Yeah.
Well, she was in a
She
car
won $5 million.
and car insurance.
But that's it.
That's the ground.
That's all the ground.
I want to hear
Right.
these court trials.
I'll read this little.
I know, I'd rather hear this than Depp and Heard.
The Missouri Court of Appeals upheld a $5.2 million judgment on Tuesday.
Upheld.
Upheld.
That's crazy.
Jackson County woman who said she unknowingly caught HPV during unprotected sex in the luxury
She should have
sedan
got a vaccine for that.
I know, that's her fault.
of a former romantic partner from 2017.
Okay. That has no bar in this conversation.
I'm gonna have to
Oh,
start
okay,
watching
this
Channel
is-
6
so-
Sports.
The court ruled that the man was liable for not disclosing his infection. saying the sex in the car directly caused
That's the new sports car.
the HPV.
Wow.
So because the dude didn't tell the
You know
woman,
you guys are on mic, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at hot blondes.
I'm listening to the Will.
Oh. I was like, what's happening?
So because he didn't disclose to her,
Yeah, but-
she can sue.
Why couldn't he
it was in the car.
sue him though?
I know. How do you go about suing Geico?
Because it was in a vehicle. That's the only
I
reason, I
don't know.
guess.
That's crazy. That's nuts. And she won.
She won.
It makes no sense how you sue an insurance company for that.
You can sue anything.
But you're not.
I know,
You're
but
not
you
can sue
insured.
anybody.
But you're not insured against AIDS
But there's,
or HPV.
there's been people that sued for September 11th because they were in the building.
Who would they sue though? The government?
The people who own the building.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, I mean, that's
And they won.
that's
I
more
mean,
likely
That's a
than
little different
Why?
than getting
than Geico.
because HPV from a car and saying it's the
think
insurance
about it.
company's
Think
fault.
about it.
It's weak, but
I
I think
get it.
it's because she has some kind of bodily damage in a vehicle.
I
It's
guess.
weak. I don't agree
Yeah,
with
I mean,
it, but it
that
happens.
makes
I don't
sense.
make the
I
rules.
break into your house and I cut my arm on your window. I can sue your homeowners.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
can you sue him if you get AIDS in his house?
If I
I
didn't
bet
tell
you
him
a
I had
lawyer
AIDS.
would try to take. I bet that's all.
Yeah, I don't think he's.
manslaughter.
Yeah.
But I bet you a lawyer will take it and try to fight it.
Joey,
Because it's a
what
crime
kind of
anyway.
insurance you have?
If it's not Geico,
Oh, I do
don't
have
meet me in the
Geico.
car.
we do have Geico.
Oh man. Yeah, like if you have a disease and I don't tell the woman.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sleeping with,
your fault.
They can
that you
sue me.
you. Right.
Yeah.
Murder. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
Murder.
If he knew
If
and
she
he
There's
didn't
people who were
tell
charged for
her,
murder
they should.
because
I don't
the people
understand
they
it.
slept with had AIDS.
I think it's first degree.
But you don't
It's-
die.
You back.
Well,
you
it's-
used to
Oh,
die
back
from AIDS.
back then, yeah. I guess back then that makes sense, but now you're not.
Well,
You can't charge
You
for
still
murder.
do if you don't have the money for the prescriptions.
Yeah. I mean, look at Magic Johnson. How long has Magic Johnson
Now
had
they
AIDS?
just had a thing. It was
Yeah,
over
but
20 years
Magic
now.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson's also got like the best doctors in the
That's
world.
Right,
the thing.
but
he
you-
has the money.
It's the only reason he survived back in the day with that.
If he didn't have the money, he would have been dead.
Yeah, 100%.
If he didn't have the money, they probably.
Charlie
wouldn't-
Sheen, he's got it.
He's
Yeah,
got AIDS?
Charlie Sheen has AIDS?
Well, no HIV.
Oh, well,
That's
I didn't know that.
AIDS.
Well, no.
No, it's not.
It's
No, two
basically the
different
same
things.
thing. But if someone says HIV, you go, oh, AIDS.
No, it's different though. 'Cause
No,
you
it's
can have
two
HIV.
different disease.
Yeah, but I guess, but like, it's AIDS.
It turns into AIDS. If
So Charlie Sheen doesn't have AIDS?
No,
But he's
HIV.
got the base coat of it. He just doesn't get the deluxe edition?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. He's,
All HIV.
He didn't
is
pay
not
for the
AIDS.
premium subscription?
But all
he didn't
AIDS is
supersize
HIV.
it.
They should do a documentary on Charlie Sheen. Does that exist?
no one wants to.
Yeah, no one
That'd be
The guy's
no one
That'd
wants
be
to
a crazy
glorify
documentary, though.
this guy
That would be.
anymore.
That'd be
I'd
a
be like-
dope documentary. Yeah, but they do documentaries on Charles Manson and John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, but they're not around anymore. If you did a Charlie Sheen documentary, he'd be there and talking about it every 5 seconds. They'll wait until he dies and then they'll do one.
No, I think we need it now so we can talk about it.
I agree.
I would love a Charlie Sheen documentary.
That'd be nuts.
Yeah, he got diagnosed in 2015.
This is recently.
Well,
Pretty recent.
It's only 7 years ago.
I was 15.
I was 1.
Yeah.
that was one.
I think that's how the math works. Topic number 2 for you, Billiam.
All right.
This is the closer, so make it hot.
Somehow, 7 members from Haiti
Oh yeah, I saw this.
Oh yeah,
from the Special Olympics in Florida have disappeared without a trace.
yeah.
Yeah.
They don't think it's foul play.
Yeah.
All their luggage is still in the room.
Ooh, wait, so they just...
They just
They
disappeared.
just disappeared.
This Special Olympics, you said?
Special Olympics.
Like raptured.
Can we
Yeah, how does it not foul play?
put a pin in that for a minute?
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen's only worth $10 million.
Those are never right.
You sure?
I guarantee you. Yeah,
Well, I
those
mean,
are never accurate.
I would believe it because he blew half of his money on drugs and
Yeah.
prostitutes.
But I know
And other
they're
things if you
not
got
that
AIDS.
accurate
yeah,
though.
and other things.
Yeah, but everybody like all the famous people that I like listen to or watch on YouTube, whatever, Whenever that comes up and they like Google it just to see what it is, it's always
off.
so
It's
far
always
off.
way too much.
Either
or
way
too
under,
little.
or way
Yeah.
over.
All right, back to the special Asians.
Yeah, wait. So special Olympics. It's not all like
Special Asians? Is that
retarded
what you said?
people.
Asians.
No.
It's all retarded people. It's not.
Special needs people.
Special
bad.
needs.
But
Special
but
needs.
it's not like
athletics.
that's not like the people with one arm. That's what Paralympics.
That's Paralympics.
But are they allowed in the Special Olympics or no?
I'm not sure.
No,
I think
No,
so.
they have their own Paralympics.
Do they?
Okay.
They actually do the Paralympics right after the regular Olympics.
Oh,
So when
okay.
The normal people leave,
Oh, okay.
they come in and do
Interesting.
their Olympics.
The normal people. That's hilarious.
When the normal people leave.
Yeah, so 7 of them, they were at Disney for the Special Olympics. They were supposed to go back to their hotel and then leave Sunday, and they've all disappeared. 7 of them.
But
I
they're
don't know.
saying it's not foul play.
Yeah.
So what they do? Just take a bus home?
Maybe they're still in the
They
Dumbo
took.
ride
They
going.
took
Has anyone checked Disney?
That's
What is it?
yeah. They had to have been stolen.
by Mickey Mouse.
But these are grown. These are
Grown men.
20,
Yeah.
32,
Yeah, but,
20,
I mean-
19, 18.
Yeah. What is
24.
the severity
Yeah,
of the
what
special
are
needs?
they? Are they?
He doesn't say.
Yeah. See.
Because you got people walking around with cerebral palsy. It's going to be really easy to kidnap them.
Yeah, it depends on their special
Why
needs.
would you want someone like that if you want to kidnap somebody?
A lot of people do. You ever watch Criminal Minds?
Cerebral palsy though, they ain't gonna do nothing.
Exactly.
At least get someone to clean your house or do something.
Yeah, but you're not kidnapping
You're
them
doing
to
it
clean
for
your house.
sex.
Thank you, Joey.
Yeah,
That's too
th-
much.
then you get someone.
Why are you gonna kidnap a special needs person and not like a hot blonde or brunette?
Because maybe they're
What if
incapable.
they're
Or maybe
hot
they're gay.
and special needs?
What if they're gay? They don't want to bang boss.
Posing the question.
That's true. He could be a good-looking special needs guy. Maybe he didn't even know they were special needs. He was like, "You guys are for me."
Most of them are good looking.
Maybe it was Snow White, and she said, "Oh look, the 7 dwarfs."
You know how
That
Disney
one there looks
goes.
like Carlton from Fresh Prince.
Oh yeah, he does.
He does look like Carlton. Maybe that's where he went. Maybe they all took him to Bel Air. He got confused on who he really was. He saw the TV show and went, "Wait, I think this is me, actually. This is where I'm supposed to be at home."
Yeah, they're at the Disney's All-Star Sports Resort.
Oh, we did that
Orlando.
one, didn't we?
Us-
It's the sports one? We did sports and music, right?
No, we did
Movies
pop,
and music?
Pop Century, and was it the movies?
I think so. I remember I wanted to do sports. Mom said no. Say bye.
Bye.
Uncle Joey's peace.
He said bye to me. He did.
I know I saw, but he's got to say bye to the podcast.
Yeah, so this story is from yesterday, so they don't have all the
No
details.
updates.
But it's 7 grown men who do wandering around Florida.
So if you're special needs and you're in Disney, wander around, you think they would have like chaperones,
right, or something like a committee who's like taking
Yeah.
care of these
Yeah.
people with special needs.
There's got to be someone.
But I don't know. They
Maybe it was a
disappeared.
chaperone that did it.
Could be.
Ooh, This might be a nice documentary in
Yeah,
a couple
I
of
know.
years.
I was
No,
about to
you know
say
what this is?
story.
This is a Criminal Minds episode. That's
Yeah.
what this is.
7 Haitians.
That's what it would be called.
7 Haitians.
Sounds like an album title. Something Wu-Tang would do.
7
Nations.
I got one more that I saw today. Did you see that Netflix? Let me see if I can find it on the screen. I think I saved it. Netflix is doing something with Squid Games, which is nuts.
Yeah,
Oh,
season
they're
2.
doing season 2.
No. Netflix is developing a reality show based on Squid Games where 456
Oh,
contestants were
yeah.
competing for $4.56 million.
Yeah.
What?
So what? Do people die?
I don't know.
Well,
They
no,
don't say.
it's gonna be like what all the YouTubers have been doing.
But that's too
Just
much
they'll
money.
do it with paintball.
That's too much money to have people not die.
No one's gonna die. They're not gonna kill people on
But that's the
Netflix.
thing. If you're not gonna kill people, then don't put up that much money.
How much money is it?
4.56 million.
Yeah, that's not a lot.
I'm waiting.
Not a
this
lot
might
of
be-
money?
Netflix, that's not a lot.
This might be.
Dude, have you
But
watched?
first-
Have you watched the
But
new?
you have to give one person $4.5 million.
yeah. Have you watched the new show, the bullshit show?
No.
They it's a game show. They gave away $10 million on that show.
Yeah.
It was with Howie Mandel.
And what do they do?
It's kind of like it's like any trivia show ever, but what's that the one where it gives you like A B C Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah.
But if you don't know the answer, you don't say that you don't know the answer. You just answer one of them and you explain why you know the answer. and then before they say if the answer is true or not, the 3 panelists say if you're telling the truth or
Basically,
not.
2 truths and a lie.
Yeah, and then if all of them have to be unanimous, so everyone has to say you're either telling the truth or all of them have to say you're lying. If one of them says you're telling the truth, you move on. And it's like a ladder, so it's like 50, 100, and then it goes all the way to $1 million. But 10 people won on that show, so $10 million.
Wow.
So 4.56 isn't a lot for Netflix.
I think this is going to be the next closest step to us reverting back to the Coliseum.
It's going to stink, that show.
People.
Honestly, that show's going to stink.
I didn't even like Squid Games that much.
They're doing a season 2.
Decent.
I never seen it.
It was okay.
They're doing a season 2.
People just hyped it up because it was like the first time anyone's
it was
seen
really hyped up. I watched
Korean
it before, like it was everywhere, and I was like, I don't understand why people like this so much.
You know, I watch anime, so I don't care about the
like
Chinese TV.
If you look at other like Korean shows like that, it's very mundane.
Yeah. Everyone's all like, "Oh, this is dope! I can watch it in subtitles and talk about a show that's in a different language." And I'm like, I've been doing that for 10 years.
Those are most people's first like Korean show.
Yeah.
So you're like, "Oh, it's the craziest thing ever." It's like out of Korean shows, that's mid at best.
Netflix did the same thing with Money Heist.
Yeah.
Which I liked Money Heist.
I didn't watch Money Heist.
I did like Money Heist.
It's stupid.
But it was like
I don't want to watch
like dubbed.
I really don't want to watch anything in Spanish. I don't mind watching anything in Japanese.
Money Heist wasn't in Spanish. It was dubbed.
Yeah.
But dubbed poorly though, right?
No, it was dubbed really well.
They're all this lip sync's a little off, but
it's a little off, but it's dubbed really well. The voice actors are more. I feel like everyone knows the voice actors more than the actual actors.
Yeah,
because all the actual actors are Spanish
like
people.
Even like in the interviews.
Unless it's Antonio Banderas, I don't know who it is.
Yeah, but even in the interviews, they'll have like the actual people go on and like that are in the show, and then they'll get dubbed with the voice actors that are in the show. So people like them, like I guess.
Yeah, because they're American.
Yeah, it's not a bad dub.
No, it's not. It's not. I've seen worse for sure on Netflix.
Well, I don't plan on watching it, so I mean, there's no need to sell this. We're not getting any free promo from Money Heist.
Yet.
We might be.
No.
Yeah.
Casa del Papel.
Okay. But speaking of Netflix, I started The Staircase yesterday. You know what that is?
It's on my list.
You have a lot of things on your list.
I've narrowed it down. I went through. Actually, did a nice clean.
What's your list?
All right, hold on.
I'd like to know actually. While you pull that up, I want Staircase, the documentary. It's actually really good.
About what?
It's about this guy. I think his name is Michael Peterson. And his wife had fallen down the stairs and died. But they think that he killed her because of the type of injury she had and like the amount of blood there was and the way she was at the bottom of the stairs, whatever. They suspected he killed her. He says that obviously he didn't. There's a lot of evidence to show that he did not kill her, but they also discover maybe that there's a reason why he did. So it's really interesting. They kind of just go through the trial and like uncovering things and all this stuff. There was like foul play involved with the trial at one point. Like he went to jail and they like didn't provide evidence as to like for like something. So then they released him from jail. And it was, I haven't seen all of it yet, but it's really good. I think I'm like 5 or 6 episodes in. So yeah, for those listening, Staircase. It's pretty good.
All right, you ready? You're going to be here for a while.
Hit the list.
There's a lot on there.
There's some that I have not seen.
Just pick and choose like a top 10.
All right.
I only need like 50. That's a lot.
I feel like 10's a lot. Pick 5.
No, because you can just run through them.
All right, Peaky Blinders.
Okay.
Oh, that one's good.
The John Wayne Gacy tapes.
Yes.
Cyber Hell.
I don't know.
Catching Killers.
Yes.
Ghost in the Shell, the new one.
I don't know.
Disenchantment. Hellbound, which is another Korean show.
I've heard that's good.
Frontier.
I don't know.
Untold, Deals with the Devil, which is a good documentary.
Untold.
Yeah.
Which ones are those? Are those the Is that like it's the series of documentaries?
Yeah.
Right?
They usually every episode's different.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of the Untold ones and they're actually really good.
Concrete Cowboy, which I still have to watch. It's a movie. Confession Tapes and Human Resources.
What happened to Midnight Mass? Put that back on the list. Honestly, Midnight Mass.
Well, I didn't read off my whole list either.
Midnight Mass should be the first thing you watch off that list. Honestly, I want to talk to you about it.
All right.
It's really good.
I'll do it right now.
But it's been a fun episode. Hefe, thank you for joining us. It's been real. Uncle
My honor.
Joey. wherever you are.
Anytime you want me back.
Yeah, man.
We'll do it.
I mean, I'm working on getting more mics, more headsets, and a Rodecaster. So once we have the capabilities to plug in a bunch of mics and stuff, we definitely do it. Because we don't want to have to do this every time.
Yeah.
3 mics, 3 headsets with 4 people. So we're going to get that going. We'll get you back on for sure. We'll get more guests. It's going to be fun. But yeah, thanks for coming. Thank you, Uncle Joey, to coming, even though you're not hearing this now and you're not going to listen to it later. So someone tell Uncle Joey we said thank you.
Uncle Joey's making the wings.
He's making the wings. I'm kind of excited for the wings, to be honest. But yeah, thank you for coming to this episode of the Dadcast. Stay tuned for next week. We got a very special episode coming up. We're not going to tell you what it is. You're going to find out for yourself when you see the title of next week's episode. So be ready. Be on the lookout. Hit the Patreon, patreon.com/3am in the party for all the unedited, uncensored content. And when we start dropping YouTube content, when the merch comes out, all that, you will have first access to all of it. Hit the Instagram at 3am in the party on Instagram. Linktree's there with all that cool stuff. My Insta, I'm Percival, Joey Tansy, Will. You got anything to plug?
No, I'm good.
Can I say something before we leave?
Yes.
So I was told that if this gets the most views, then we get a free T-shirt.
Nope, because not
Who
even
told
me,
you that?
not even me, Joey, and Will
That's
get
crazy.
free T-shirts.
That's insane. 'cause
So
we
make
didn't
sure
do that.
you
I know.
listen to this and you share, and I want a free T-shirt.
Oh.
Honestly, if this does get the most views, if this beats out within, we'll say, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, if this becomes the #1 episode by 50 views,
Damn.
you'll get a free merch item of your choice. How about that?
Sounds good to me.
All right. YouTube, 3M Party TV on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, I think that's it. Catch us next week for the very special episode of the 3M Party Podcast. We love you guys. Thanks for the support. It's been real.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Peace.